Have you had any concern about the tackling or about the run defense? And if so, what do you think is the problem there?
Yeah, I mean, I do think the run defense is the concern. The tackling kind of goes a little all over the place, right? Like you'll have some missed tackles. I think, especially when the team is a bit more tired, is when they start to
Mm-hmm.
miss tackles. And so having that kind of not having to play week 18 and then not playing in that first week, yeah, there's a little bit of rust there. But I also think the Niners needed that extra week to kind of get back to their tackling ways. The issues with run defense, I think, are they are tackle related, sure, but I do think they're a little bit more scheme related, and really it's going to be whomever is playing opposite of Nick Bosa. And right now with Farrell injured, it's really going to be Chase Young, who's the starting defensive end, and it was pretty clear the Packers had a plan to attack him. They wanted to get outside of Chase Young, and they wanted to get outside of the wide nine and basically force secondary players into some kind of a tackling element, whether it be the safety or the corner. And they did that with really a playbook that Sean McVay, I think, created against the Niners in 2018, 2019. Actually, I think it was 2019, where he starts to attack the edges with crack toss and some kind of pin pull concept to crack down on that wide nine defender and basically punish his aggressiveness with a wide receiver or with a tight end in motion or someone, and then get your big guys out on the perimeter blocking a safety or in some cases a corner. And I think that's something the Niners have to be prepared for. And that's something Chase Young specifically has to be prepared for. I think a lot of Niner fans are worried, or not worried, that they would expect Chase Young to start over Farrell as soon as we traded for him. And Fred Warner mentioned that one of the reasons that he hasn't is because Farrell knows the run fits better and is a bit better in the run game. And I think that's exactly what Green Bay saw, and that's exactly what they attacked. And I think with as dynamic of a run game as Detroit has, that's absolutely something that the Niners are going to have to prepare for, because if Aaron Jones is pretty dynamic, right? And he had a lot of good runs. But I think with Jahmyr Gibbs, some of those runs that were 50-yard runs turned into touchdowns.